It kind of started even before guitar lessons started, right? I think Josh started coming up to visit me on stage after the 11 o'clock service and checking out my gear, right? And I guess through discussions of the acoustic that you had at the time, right? I gave you my old acoustic to play on when you were first starting, and then offered to stop by and do some kind of impromptu casual lessons on my way to Thursday night rehearsals. I'd cruise in over to their place and
I just started learning a few chords, and what really helped was Kyle invited me to a jam night with all the main stage, with all the guitar players from the main stage team, and then we had a lesson then, and then I got to see, this is like this, I really want to do this. So then I guess the lessons then started happening after that.
yeah.
It's been almost a life changer, like learning guitar and having a mentor in my life.
Last spring when we just got back from Mexico, being in Mexico for the winter, and our first Sunday back at church, and that just happened to be by fluke. You know, I didn't know that was your first time on stage, right, with the main stage team. And I can remember sitting there just thinking, man, it's been like 3 years, and you know, this kid has come from his bedroom playing 3 chords to playing on the main stage team, and again, that's not something to take lightly, right? I mean, that's a huge statement that you auditioned and got an opportunity to play with those amazing people. But for me, it was I describe it kind of like it was like almost like a proud father moment. You know, I was so proud of you about how all the hard work that you've put in has brought you to the. So I never really thought of myself as much of a guitar teacher, but having spent time with Jamie Niven initially, and at that point I started realizing that beyond the theory there's a lot to be taught, right? Or can be passed along in terms of knowledge. And then when I had the opportunity to work with you and saw again how enthusiastic you were and how fast you progressed, I thought, man, this is important to pass knowledge like this along if you have the opportunity. So now I'm teaching a 10 or 11-year-old down in Mazatlan at an orphanage there who has virtually has had no opportunity to own or have a guitar, and you know, he's skilled like you are, and he's a bit of a prodigy, and it's I don't know that I would have been confident enough to kind of do that, especially with the language barrier. I think sometimes when we hear the word mentor, I think sometimes we assume that it almost has to be prearranged and you ask permission to mentor somebody. You know, I think a lot of some of the better mentoring stories I've heard were when the person that was doing the mentoring didn't even know they were the mentor. You can be indirectly mentoring them, and I'm sure you're probably encountering people right now as you know, as you're playing with youth and encountering other kids that are attending that are coming into your life that you might be influencing them already, and you might not know it, right?
He taught me, and it's awesome.
You'll be passing it along to others over the years.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what the next another 10 years where you're going to be and what you're going to be doing, because it's going to be good. I know that.